All right, so Sarah Connor blasts the Terminator off of the bridge. She meets the two other main characters, and she has to say something. What is she going to say? I have it. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. Terminator Dark Fate. That was something. I do want to talk about some things that I thought I enjoyed in the movie just to start with, because I can spend a lot of time talking about all the other stuff, but I'd like to at least give this movie credit where credit is due. Firstly, I do like the idea of bringing Linda Hamilton back as Sarah Connor. She was a staple in the first two Terminator movies, which we all like. You know, the first Terminator, we got introduced to the entire concept. Terminator 2 changed it a little bit. Still very similar concept, but they just revamped it, and it still stands as one of the greatest action movies to date. Linda Hamilton in Terminator 2 did an amazing job playing the iconic character Sarah Connor. They've tried to recast her, and it's just like really never worked. And it was nice to know that she was going to be back in this movie. Now, as far as the script writing goes, I think that they didn't really make her as good as she could be. But in all, it was nice to see her back within the franchise. Other bright performances were also Gabriel Luna, who plays the new Terminator who's coming in from the future, kind of similarly to other Terminators that we've seen. I wasn't really distracted by his performance, and by the movie's standards, I think that he was a bright part in this movie. And finally, we have Arnold Schwarzenegger also returning to the Terminator franchise as the Terminator. And it's also fun just to see him come back. He has been in a lot of the past Terminators, so it's not necessarily like Linda Hamilton coming back. But Arnold Schwarzenegger still has a great screen presence. He's a charismatic person. And as far as the rest of the movie goes, I did enjoy most of the action, I would say. It's not amazing. You know, it's no John Wick or, you know, anything super exciting, but I will say that is entertaining. They don't do shaky cam a lot, so if that's like the standard for like good, also I guess it falls into that category. I was entertained when the action was happening, but it's not really anything groundbreaking or amazing. Now here we go. These are going to be some thoughts about this movie. It's not going to be a whole lot of positive stuff, so if you want to hear good things about Terminator and you really want to hear someone talk about how much they love Terminator, I would just say stop right here, because it's not going to go there from here on out. Now, to start off, the story is just very, very subpar. The dialogue in this movie is so bad, it's not even trying to be like goofy, cheesy, and make it kind of fit the vibe of the movie. Like something like, say, like Hobbs and Shaw. That movie is just so over the top with its action and its scenarios and all of its dialogue. It's just like cheesy, like quippy. But Terminator, they're just saying very obvious things, but that also make them sound really stupid. So now when you see the characters up there, you just think, this person's an idiot. They're given a bad script. They have to say the lines, and it's just garbage, so it's kind of hard for them to have a good performance when they're given garbage. But I will say a lot of the actors and actresses, I wasn't there. You know, I would say the girl who plays kind of like the hybrid between the Terminator and a human, she just is so robotic, she's so robotic in how she says things, and it takes you out of everything. She just kind of has this dead stare where she's just like, that's when she's not saying stuff, or when she just said stuff and someone responds to her, she just does this look. She's not quite as annoying as Captain Marvel is, but she definitely does have kind of that stuck-up attitude, and it's really obnoxious, and it doesn't make for a good character that the audience can really enjoy. The worst part of this movie doesn't even take place before the credits start rolling. It's like, boom, I'm gonna crap right in your mouth, boom, boom, Terminator Dark Fate. And I can't really get into the specifics about exactly what is irritating me, but if you even see the first 10 minutes of this movie, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The most annoying thing about what they did was that it's not even that they're ruining their own movie. It's not like, oh, Terminator Dark Fate is a piece of crap. It's like, no, let's take Terminator Dark Fate and then let's retroactively look back on the good parts of all of our franchise and let's just like rip it away from that too. And here we're about to get into it, the no-no zone, the non-PC talk. So if you don't like hearing things that you might disagree with or maybe you agree with or whatever, it's like we're about to start talking about women issues, okay? In this movie, they decided to take out all of our characters that we know, that not necessarily just like the actors, but just the actual characters, and we're going to rip those out and we're going to put in our own female-centered cast. And I don't understand why they felt so like obliged to do that. We had Sarah Connor and she was this badass woman. She is literally one of the most iconic characters of the last like couple decades. And they said, no, that's not enough. She was supposed to be the mom of this guy who saves the future, and that's misogynistic. We can't have that. For gosh sakes, women don't give birth to people. How demeaning. Sure, I have a mom, but, what Hollywood just insists on doing is just very absurd. I'm not saying you can't have a female action hero and that can't be a thing and, like, that's only a realm for men or anything. Like I said, I'm not against female action heroes as a whole. I think that it's a little bit overdone right now because of what Hollywood is trying to do, but that's another discussion. And like I said, I like Sarah Connor. She's a very good character, and she is a great example of what a good female action hero could be. And she has motives, and you understand her character, and she has a character arc. I could rant about this movie for hours probably, but I don't want to do that. I'd rather think about something more pleasant, so I'm just going to grade this thing. Terminator Dark Fate is painful to watch. Oh, after doing that review, I feel like a burden's been lifted off my shoulders. I feel like Atlas just unloading the earth. Thank you guys for watching my video. I'm going to be releasing very soon an outline of all of my new review scores, all my grades. I'll go and I'll explain all of them so you'll be able to know how I'm grading something based on the grade that I put it on and kind of the descriptions behind that. So watch out for that. Also follow me on Instagram at Jared Gilsey. You can see when I'm going to be releasing all of my new content. Give this video a like if you liked it. If you disagree with what I said, give it a like anyway. I don't care what you think. You're here to watch me deal with it. Subscribe, hit the notification button, tell all your friends about my channel, talk about how I'm just so wise and I'm just filling your life to the brim and your cup overflows. And I'll see you guys next time.